standing here in Craigellachie at the site where the last spike was driven into the Canadian Pacific Railway.
On the morning of November 7, 1885, the last spike was driven into the Canadian Pacific Railway at Craigellachie, British Columbia. It was an historic day for Canada after building the most expensive and longest railway the world had known with unprecedented determination and swiftness. So why the urgency? A motivating factor for Confederation in 1867 was to strengthen Canada's defense for fear of American aggression and expansion. The strategy to counter this threat was to unite Canada. The promise of a transcontinental railway, among other offerings, brought the provinces together. This included British Columbia in 1871. With the last spike placed into the ground at Craigellachie, the first transcontinental passenger train arrived in Port Moody on July 1, 1886, after trekking from Montreal through the craggy Canadian Shield, vast prairies, mountain passes, canyons, and rivers.
The outcome in the building of this railway from coast to coast is incredible.
Our Trans-Canada Railway system played an important role in our early years for immigration and Canada's war efforts, and continues to be an integral part of tourism and our supply chain today. Our railway is an inseparable part of our national heritage.
But at a cost that came with many controversies.
It is almost impossible to travel through British Columbia's rugged terrain without being in awe of the immense danger and sacrifice that would have been required to cut through these majestic mountain fortresses. Every railway worker risked much to be there to earn their buck or two each day. But there was a labor shortage. Andrew Onderdonk, an American construction contractor, was hired by CPR to build the western section of the railway from Port Moody to Kamloops. With permission from the Canadian government, he used Chinese laborers from California and China. This created upsets among white Canadians who had wanted British laborers to work on the railway and eventually become settlers. The inhumane racism that the Chinese workers faced was evident in the unfair wages, physical assaults, and assignments to the harshest and most dangerous sites on the mountains. And when the work was over, they faced both cultural and governmental pressure to return to their home country. They were not welcomed. To the approximately 15,000 Chinese railway workers in Canada who suffered injustice, and to the thousands who died known and unknown, may your souls rest in peace, knowing that your sacrifice was not in vain. Today you were remembered because you paved the way for Canadians to enjoy the blessings of a Canada united by a railroad that knows no barriers from sea to sea. We are not a perfect country, but we are on our way to becoming better. This is the Canada you gave your life for. There's much to be grateful for in our ever-learning and growing nation. Thank you.